Boy, got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump, we ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too far.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But you look at this defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is going to have the Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Niners at 5 and 6 to start play. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Garner. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garner. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now a 2nd and 6. Young to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On play action, Young. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Young will set to throw. Flush to his right. Addison hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bryce Young, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Blues drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Spears. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field, sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting...
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll keep leaning on the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd down and 3.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young now. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Let's go now.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, it's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
In motion right is Addison. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Addison will go in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Young, he's going to change it up. look to throw here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garner. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Garner, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Garner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw, Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Young. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. We have played 3 quarters. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles.
Didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd down and 6 now. Again, it's Young. Pass complete to Addison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here is Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Blues are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive. And this is going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
It's Young off play action. That'll be caught by Parker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigakonkwo. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Blues have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Young. Flush to his right. Gets around it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw. Young. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Blues look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
49ers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
49ers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Garner, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Young's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Ready up. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said,